outside the door or a mother's shout, but you know Mom has a pair of claws for you. Come out or I'll open the door. You hold the door handle, heart beating violently. Grit your teeth and open the door. The face outside the door appeared with sound. No monsters, only the familiar. Why are you hiding in the room? There is a family event today. Time to go camping. You haven't slowed down yet. Can I not go? No, Dad also went along. An irrefutable majesty, oppressed invisibly. Then I'll get ready. You go back to the room. From memory, quickly draw the appearance of claws on the diary. Then the sound of hands came from the door. Time to go. When heartbeats have a beat, put it in the diary immediately. Page with the claws on it. Tear off. Take a picture and save it to the computer. Then tear the paper into pieces and throw it away. You have lost trust in your mother. Cars in time on mountain roads, but suddenly an accident happened. You open your eyes in a daze. I am still alive, but the car is completely destroyed. Deep in the forest came a low after-sale sound. Then came the parents' cries for help. You follow the sound to find your father, hiding behind a tree covered in blood, mother clutching her legs in the open grass. Can't move. And in that bush of opportunity, understand that there is a tiger. Father sees you, grit your teeth and whisper to save you. You just take a step and stop. The original mother's position has become something else. Towering feathers, eyes in the sky, huge tail, and look down. It's the same claw I saw on the ferry earlier. That monster is looking at you so longingly. Go soon. Aren't you a brave boy? Father's order brings you back to God, and in the grass, there's Mom again. You lower your body and come to your mother. Grass near firm, but before the tiger were there, you and your mother ran away. Rescue arrived shortly after. You were put into an ambulance. The parents in the car quickly regained their composure. It's not a bad experience. Only with excellent ideas can one perfect their character. And those thoughts, it doesn't just appear out of nowhere. He needs to indoctrinate. You didn't run away, bravely saved me. This act has instilled courage in you. You left. Suddenly I feel like someone is staring at me. Look back. His eyes stopped on a dark shadow in the forest. The clearer you look, the faster your heart beats. Why does that look like a thunder monster? You turn to look at your mother. She's in the car. Look at the forest again. There's indeed a monster standing inside. Your body is shaking with fear. A few accidental glances could just be hallucinations. But now you have to admit that he really exists. A bigger question ensues. Are Mom and that monster the same person? You immediately come up with a negative answer. When Mom turned into a monster, her behavior is still his. She is unaware of her own changes. It's like just being in sight. The cult is covered with a monster filter. And when the monster herself appeared, her straight eyes, obviously something else. You look at your parents. But in the end, I didn't ask them for help. You don't know the truth. Can't decide so quickly. Come home. You turn on the computer and search for monsters. Nothing found. Just confirm one thing. The monster's claws are a pair of chicken feet. A prototype of this monster may be a chicken. Come to school early in the morning. A classmate who was good to you sneakily opened the school bag a crack. There are a few newborn puppies in it. The neighbor's dog gave birth to a litter a few days ago. He chatted with others that he couldn't afford so much. Throw them all into the river, so I stole them. So surprised, but how are you going to raise it? Don't worry, I've already found adopters for them online. You put the puppy on top of the school. They have treated you as a slave. You tease them, so they're sucking with their fingers. It gets cuter and cuter. But just before school, suddenly collapsed outside the classroom. A sloppy middle-aged man showed off on you that you stole his dog. Soon the teacher came, and then your parents came along. Parents look at you. Do you know where those puppies are? You have been following your parents' orders before, but now you want to argue anyway. You pointed the middle-aged man. You were going to throw the puppy in the river too. Why come to them again? The middle-aged man smiled eerily. All I want is the process of killing them. Your clenched fist in an instant. You drive to your parents, hopefully after hearing that, can understand your behavior, but their answer dashed hope. We can't control what he does. We want your honesty. Parents still smile, but the familiar duck dared not strike again. I'll ask you again, where are the puppies? You're an honest kid, aren't you? You look down, they're on the rooftop. Parents are relieved, that's right. Don't be sad. This incident instills honesty in you. You will be a good and honest boy. But you didn't think so. You should scold them and run away. But the reality is you can't say anything. When facing parents, you always have a deep sense of powerlessness. They seem to control everything about you. It's some kind of nothingness etched into the bones, as if against their will, something terrible will happen. Think carefully, in your conscious memory, parents never even got mad at you. Where does this feeling come from? At this moment, what do you think of your parents? Even doubt the world? The crowd came to the top floor. Puppy is gone. Take a look at the monitoring. You're stunned. Monitoring displayed. While you were arguing, the monster took the dog. Who is this wearing a doll suit? The middle-aged man went after him, but you know she can't catch up. You step back and frown. Rebellion stick on body. This monster has followed the school. She's getting closer. You are silent. Frown relaxed again, but she saved the puppy. She doesn't seem like a bad guy necessarily. When you are alone at home, frequent opening and closing of room doors, you suspect the monster has followed you home, maybe hiding in a room. You didn't find the monster, but I found a stack of magazines on the table. Game swimsuit, all kinds of touring motorcycles. It pretty much covers all the interesting things in the world. Fingers across magazines. Picked a motorcycle magazine and flipped through it page by page. Finally stuck on one page. That's a picture. A strange motorcycle. There are 3 big bags tied to the back of the car. A night was caught between heavy luggage. Frozen frame on a wide road. The road stretches to the end of the horizon, as if it could lead anywhere. The first time I saw this photo, you're surrounded by a sense of vastness. You fantasize that you are the night, galloping in the boundless land. Come out of the photo, seeing photos of my parents at home. Thinking back in my ears that you should practice the piano, you should race, you should dance. You just realize this photo contains the scarcest self, and the thing I most desire is freedom. You've been distracted these days. What are you thinking about? Classmates see you in a trance in class. Ask your motorcycle. What motorcycle? No, it's actually freedom. You thought you were dazzled after school. The motorcycle in the magazine is so abrupt. Parked at the school gate. The handbag is also called 3 huge bags. Inside is everything you need to travel far. The knight wears a helmet, and he has a helmet on his hand. Don't know where to put it. And he sees the number of your eye contact. He handed over the helmet to sit together. Suddenly another voice came. The parents are standing on the other side smiling. It's time to go home. You walk up to your parents. You don't want to be a bad boy. No, you don't think so. It's the invisible majesty forced you again to obey orders. You smiled and got into the car with your parents, but the one in my heart is about to cry. Why are you screaming? Why can't you even resist at all? Compared to the monster that did nothing, the parents in front of you are no more to fear. In front of them, I feel like a silent tomb. The cry in my heart can't penetrate halfway. All choices are at the mercy of. Suddenly you see the monster. He is standing not far away. You push the door to the sea. No matter what monster you are, You're something out of this world. You must be able to resist your parents' control, right? No matter what your purpose is. Take me away. Parents look shocked. They're looking in the direction you're speaking, and there was nothing there. Mother stares, the teeth crunched. Father takes your arm, thrown into the car as heavily as a steamed package. It's the first time you've seen them angry, but their skillful appearance is like death. I have sat countless times. Mother, don't move your eyes. It's bleeding. Come up and slap you in the face first. What are you shouting about? What monster? The way he talks is like a prisoner being interrogated. The father realized that it was a surveillance generation terrier. You're not a good boy. Because you have something to hide from your parents, you shouldn't have secrets. You've been stupid. Squeak woo woo no, I don't have it. The father took out a piece of paper. What is it? Your mind goes blank. That's the paw you drew. But didn't this piece of paper tear off long ago? Mother didn't respond. Continue the interrogation. When did you start hiding from us? I didn't mean to. Just because another slap in the face. It hurts. I don't care why. Just tell us the time. Since that night 15 days ago, parents give each other a good look. You get in the car. When you get home, there is already a delicious meal waiting for you. Parents smile. You didn't choose the motorcycle. You did the right thing. This incident instills sensible thinking in you again. Parental approval makes you happy. Do homework after dinner. Have an hour of free time is the same as before. Go back to the room and turn on the computer. Wanted to play a game, but I stopped at the table. Obviously very happy today, but why not passion? You open the diary. Nothing bad has happened in recent days. On October 6th, I saved my mother from a tiger's mouth. Parents praised me for being brave. On October 9th, a classmate secretly brought the dog to school. I told my parents. They praised me for my honesty. October 15th, which is today, motorcycle rider tried to ruin me. I also categorically refused. I am still the perfect child. A drop of water fell on the diary. You touched your face. I just realized that I was crying for no reason. So what's going on? You were looking at the diary. What did you find? Facing the wasteland. Strange pen marks on the paper. You use a pencil to brush the pen mark. It shows that it is a pair of chicken feet. When did I paint such a picture? Why do you know he's chicken feet? You stare at that painting. Pen in my hand is getting tighter and tighter. The more you feel control, feel the upper body of the claws little by little. When you stop writing, a monster with chicken feet appeared on the paper. At the same time, pulled back. The tears in my eyes finally have a reason. Those who don't care picked up the pen again. Because this is not the only place in the diary that has been deleted. The following pen marks are on each page before. Competition is depicted in pencil. October 15th, which is today, I got on my motorcycle and left the club. I think I'm free. You're stupid to remember that you rejected the motorcycle. And this pen mark indicates that I made another choice, and the diary disappeared. The left pen marks when writing. Keep rushing forward. On October 9th, the classmate secretly brought the dog to school. Here comes the owner, but I kept it a secret for him. October 6th today is a sad day. My mother was eaten by a tiger because of my cowardice. September 28th. The self in this diary that has emerged. Other choices were made at key points. Then they all disappeared. Only the current diary is left, and the one I can see in my memory, the most correct choice. You suddenly realize the previous self was not a perfect child. It's that someone tampered with the memory. Now there's only rain left in your head. If memories can be tampered with, is this world real? You go to the window. Can you jump down and get the answer? Don't jump. You won't die though, but also pretty girly. A young girl came from behind. The monster is standing in the center of the room. The distance is less than 2 meters. You were scared to stick to the wall. What makes you feel weird is his voice is so abnormal. like the voice of any girl on the side of the road, and this terrifying appearance can't get in touch. Don't be surprised. I will explain to you. You try your best to stay calm. Explain what? Explain it all. Because I'm here to save you. You know the outrageous truth. Even if you say it, no one will believe it. But you are just on your own. Discovered the strangeness of this world. I can finally talk to you boldly. The monster looks out the window. It all stems from parental vanity. They all want to raise a child with a perfect personality, but reality is full of unknown influences, and hence the project that children grow up in the virtual world from birth. Yes, you're in a computer-simulated virtual world, and in reality you're just lying in bed. Same as reality, it will also appear here, the various worlds that influence a child's personality. But unlike reality, once a child makes a wrong choice, will erase this memory, reselect. Virtual worlds always have a chance to come back. He will do it again and again, guide children to make the right choices. World by world brings countless absolutely correct ideas. The child's character is also shaped to perfection. It all looks beautiful. I don't think so. I'm an intellectual rescue child hacker. This model of a chicken is sitting idle. Therefore, I refer to him as a virtual world image. Make contact with you, and by changing the way your mother models, it's you who tells about the world again. After you realize the strangeness of the world, I can show up and tell you the truth. Monster looking at you, waiting for you to process this information. After a long time, he stretched out his hand, back to the real world. You hold his hand without hesitation. He yanked you out the window. Motorcycle appeared underfoot before landing. It's the lever you liked before. Wheel falls firmly to the ground. Gallop away. The alarm has been called. The monster is speeding faster and faster. Gradually, some of the surrounding scenery has become a blurry mosaic. Some are on the verge of flickering and disappearing. The computer will only render the area around you in real time. And now our moving speed. It's too late for the computer to penetrate. I'm going to be faster next. Guide the entire city. Then your parents suddenly appear in front of you out of thin air. No matter how fast the motorcycle is, they keep a constant distance from you. But sometimes blurry and sometimes clear-faced. Then you know that they are also on the verge of collapse. The world has instilled courage in you, honest perception of beauty, instilled everything in the real world, excellent ideas that are hard to buy, supported you all the way from a baby to now. Are you really going to leave like this? The real world is not so good. You won't have any chance to do it again. Any unpredictable turn, it could destroy you in a generation. The surrounding scenery is completely blurred. Finally, everything disappeared. Only the void remains. The program is about to crash. You use some strength to shout out the answer no. I don't care what freedom is. I don't need you to feed me anything. I have to experience the world by myself. I will not when an artificially created perfect child. It's finally done. It was the spirit of rebellion instilled in him at the end.